How about that? How about that? I'm tired of listening to the same couple people bitching about how they don't like being told they're not working the right way. You got to work the right way. You got to follow the fucking rules. If you don't want to follow the rules, of course you're not going to get the results. Of course you're not. You can join a gym. If you never take your fucking ass there, you're never going to get fit. Just because you show up and listen to me talk, you're not lifting the fucking weights. You're not pushing. You're not putting the effort in. You're not doing the repetitions to the degree of failure. Muscle growth comes by failure. You got to take that point where you can't do it anymore. When it's failure, then you've caused damage. Muscle says, okay, fuck this. I got to get stronger. Build more muscle. Well, your brain is the muscle with this. You have to build it up. That means you have to go through that really boring shit. You got to listen to lectures like this where it sounds like I'm chewing your ass out and I don't want you to succeed. When I do want you to succeed, it's your perspective. If you want to come into this as a victim, you're going to see everything and you're a victim to it. The way I teach, you're victimizing the unlearned. You're victimizing the neophyte. They don't know how to fucking trade. They put their stop loss in the wrong place. We're running on them. We're not running in a pack like a wild animals, okay? Trying to find whatever moves next. That's reacting to price. Fuck that. We are a cheetah. We know we can run any fucking thing down. We can run anything down. Put whatever fuck you want to put in front of us, whatever method out there, we will run circles around that shit. Nothing can fucking beat what I'm telling you. Nothing can beat this. Nothing. If it could, it would have came. It's never come. You are a cheetah stalking in the high grass. And there's a herd out there. They think they're safe because they're close. They're all doing the same thing, eating the grass. They're hanging around, same people, doing the same shit. Harmonic, retail, Elliott wave shit. You're the cheetah. You're sitting out there in the long grass. You're just waiting. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And you see that one gazelle just takes a step too far out and puts his stop loss right there, easy for the taking. The herd is going to move away, but that one animal that doesn't know what it's doing, it doesn't shift when it should. And now there's a fair value gap. In 72 miles an hour, in seconds, your ass is there pouncing on it. That's what I'm envisioning in price. Do I know that person that's losing money? No. Do I know the person that has all their hopes and expectations of making money on that trade? Do I know them? Am I going to see them? No. Am I worried about them? No. Do I feel bad that they lost money? No. I have to eat. You have to eat. Everybody signs the same risk disclosures when you come into this market. Everybody understands that you can lose and lose more than you have. I have no qualms about it, period. It's the way it is. It's a jungle out here. You either are prey or you're a predator. I don't walk around or teach my students to be a lamb. This is the way it is, folks. You have to have teeth and you have to have claws. And you need to know when to use them and how to use them. You want to come in here and play the nice guy role and everybody, is going to love you and you never say anything wrong or never off color or whatever. The bottom line is, that's not what this is. This is fucking war. We're talking about money, real money, lots of it, and major entities out there that do not want you to be doing this successfully. They're going to roll on that. And I'm teaching you how to beat the fuck out of that, okay? Consistently. To be able to just constantly walk in there every single week. You go to work. Do you have to learn your job every new week that you go there? Do you have to relearn your job? No. You know what you're doing. You're fucking bored. You can't stand being there. It's the same thing for trading. You need to get your trading to be just like that. And for the folks that are struggling, you can see the draw. I'm going to play devil's advocate for a moment. Let's say for a moment that you can determine the next draw on liquidity. You can do that all by yourself without me. Wonderful. I'm proud of you. That's the number one thing. If you can do that, You will always find setups. But if you can do that, and you can see how trades form, but you can't execute on them, how do you fix that? Well, you don't have a model. You just have a familiarity that, okay, the market should be turning here. Well, what do? Well, what is it telling you? Is there an order block? Is there a fair value gap? Is there a breaker? Is it an institutional order flow entry drill there? Is it, good grief, is it optimal trade entry? You know, any number of things. Is it an Artemis pattern? My nod to my charter members. Oh shit, here comes a whole new wave of videos by everybody on YouTube. The ICT Artemis trade. He never loses. That's bullshit. The guys that are out there saying you never lose doing silver bullet trades, you shouldn't do that. That's false advertising. Okay, you're gonna have a losing trade. I never said you're never gonna have a losing trade. But you're gonna find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based. And it's always gonna form. Every single day it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do. And you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong. And you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again. Forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win. And you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process to grow accustomed to being profitable. It sounds like it's something, there's no way. Everybody should have no problem adjusting that. No, it's weird. I don't know how to articulate it where it would make sense. I've wrestled with this topic for a long time to be able to teach it to students.